Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another What's for Dinner. If you're new here, my name is Mandy. In these videos, I like to share with you what I make for my family of 4. I hope you guys enjoy. Tonight for dinner, we are going to have air fryer burritos. If you watched last week's What's for Dinner, the Mexican pizzas that are kind of like Taco Bell's Mexican pizzas, this is the leftover meat and refried bean mixture, taco meat. So we're just going to use this because we don't want to let it go to waste. We're going to put this on a burrito with some cheese, a little more taco sauce, put butter on the outside of the burrito, and put it into the air fryer. And that will be dinner. Our next meal is white chicken chili, and this is from my Cook Once, Eat All Week cookbook by Cassie Joy Garcia. I didn't find this actual recipe listed under this cookbook online, but I did find it on her fedandfit.com website. It's just a little bit different. I think it's more for like a crock pot, but you could definitely do it on the stove the way I did today. What you're going to need is some olive oil, a yellow onion, minced garlic, green chilies, shredded chicken, oregano, sea salt, cumin, black pepper, chicken broth, a can of white beans, frozen yellow corn, sour cream, juice of a lime, bacon, an avocado, cilantro leaves, and 4 lime wedges. So what I'm doing now is just going ahead and cooking the chicken breast in my Instant Pot. I'm not really using the cookbook the way you're supposed to, like cook once and then eat all week, as the name of the cookbook says. I just been picking out recipes and then cooking it that night. So if you saw the little container of extra chicken that I had there, that was from a recipe a couple nights ago, and I didn't want to let the chicken go to waste, so I'm going to use that as well. So you first want to heat the olive oil in a large saucepan, and I'm just using my Dutch oven. You want to heat it over medium heat, and once it's hot, you then add in your onion and the garlic and saute it for about 3 to 4 minutes until the onion is translucent. Then you want to add in the green chilies and cook for 1 minute until fragrant, and then add in all of the shredded chicken and the seasonings and stir that well. You're then going to pour in the broth and increase the heat to a medium-high. And you want to stir in the beans if you're using beans. I didn't have any white beans. And you also want to stir in the corn. I did not have frozen corn, so I just used a can of corn, which worked just fine. You then want to cover that and simmer it for about 10 minutes and then turn off the heat and stir in the sour cream. I had sour cream, but whenever I opened it, it was a new package, but whenever I opened it, it was really watery even after I stirred it up really good. So I think that it had gone bad. So I didn't use that. I actually used Greek yogurt, and it worked just fine. And you also want to put in your lime juice and your bacon. I wanted this soup to be a little bit creamier, so I did add in just a little bit of heavy cream. Once you serve it up in your bowls, you want to garnish it with an avocado, the cilantro, which I did not have, and a lime wedge, which I didn't use the lime wedges either. For our next meal, I'm going to grill the smoked sausages, and I'm also going to make some Cajun black beans and rice. I really wanted red beans and rice, but I didn't have red beans, so I did have the black beans on hand. What I'm going to do first is heat up some olive oil and saute the onions. You just want to dice those up. I think I used probably a whole onion. And I'm going to saute those until they become a little bit translucent, and then I'm going to add in some garlic. I also went ahead and rinsed off 2 cups of rice, and I'm going to cook that in my Instant Pot with 2 cups of chicken broth. Cooking your rice in chicken broth really gives it a little more flavor, and it just tastes really good that way. Now that the onions are almost translucent, I'm going to go ahead and put in the garlic and let that cook until it's fragrant. Then I'm going to add in the black beans and stir that up really well, and then add in about 1.5 tablespoons of the Slap Your Mama Cajun spice, a little bit of garlic salt. I didn't really measure this. I would say maybe about a teaspoon. And then mix that up really well and just let that heat up on the stove. Next, I'm going to get the grill ready. What I'm doing is rubbing the grill grate with a paper towel that has some oil on it. You can use olive oil, vegetable oil, whatever kind of oil you want. What this does is it helps clean the grill grate, and then it also keeps the food from sticking to the grates. My rice is all finished, so I'm just going to go ahead and pour it into a big mixing bowl, and then I'm going to add in that bean mixture, the bean and onion mixture, and mix it up really well. This was really good. I didn't go by a recipe or anything. I just kind of made it up on my own, thinking of things that we like in our Cajun rice whenever we go to, say, Popeyes or somewhere, and we have the red beans and rice from there. So I tried to copycat that, and it turned out pretty good. It does need to be tweaked just a little bit, but it was still really good. And I will type that recipe out down in the description for you, or have like a little link that you can click on if you want to print it out. It was really good. The kids liked it. Amelia, actually, she didn't like it because it was a little too spicy. So if you don't like real spicy foods, you may want to cut back on the Cajun Slap Your Mama spice. Tonight for dinner, I've shared this before, but this is my homemade enchilada sauce. I made this, goodness, probably a couple months ago. Had it frozen in the freezer, and I've thawed it out in the refrigerator, and now I'm just heating it up in the pot. I'm going to fry up some corn tortillas in some ghee, and this is what we have. This is the ghee. And then we'll put the enchiladas together, and that will be dinner for tonight. Earlier in the week and in this video, you saw how I made the white chicken chili soup, and that is what this is. This is the leftovers. I wanted to do something really quick with it, and I didn't want the leftovers to go to waste. So I just strained out the soupy part using the colander there, and now I'm going to heat that up, and then I'm going to make burritos. I'm just going to spoon out some of the white chicken chili onto a tortilla, put some cheese on it and a little bit of taco sauce, and then I'll roll it up like a burrito, put some butter on the outside, and then I'll pop it in the air fryer. And I did not eat one of these. I was actually starting a carnivore challenge, but Isabella said it was really good. Jason liked it as well. So don't be afraid to use your leftovers and turn it into a completely different meal. I love doing that with pot roast and different things like that. You can always make burritos out of it. So if you have leftovers, don't let them go to waste. And this burrito is just a plain cheese burrito with taco sauce. Isabella wanted one of these as well. So I just put a little taco sauce on there, roll it up, put butter on the outside, and pop that in the air fryer as well. I serve this up with the leftovers of the bean and rice, the Cajun bean and rice I made earlier. As I mentioned a few minutes ago, I had started a carnivore challenge hosted by Nicole Burgess over on Instagram, and this was one of the meals that I had was cheeseburger, fried eggs, and bacon. It was really good, and I lost 3 pounds on the carnivore challenge. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.
It's not your jeans. No, what you got is